I am Favor Christ. Welcome to another episode of Let Your Light So Shine Before Men, that they may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven. Today, we're going to be looking at the topic, forgiveness is freedom. Forgiveness, when you talk about forgiveness, it's about letting go of grudges, resentments, and past hurts. It's about giving yourself liberty. It's about understanding that forgiveness is a gift to yourself, not just the other person. Because every time we talk about forgiveness, when you look at it from the point of letting go of the other person, it's always hard to let go. So what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is releasing the hold past hurts or betrayals have on you. It's not about forgetting or condoning negative actions of people towards you, but freeing yourself from the weight of their actions. Yes, it's about freeing yourself from the weight of their hurt, of the betrayals. But why is forgiveness so hard? People are afraid of being hurt again. They have this sense of justice, wanting accountability. Why should I forgive someone for something as weighty as this? It's about their emotional attachment to the pain. That's why it's so hard to forgive. So when you find yourself finding it so difficult to forgive, you need to ask yourself, why? Why do I have to hold on to this pain? Why do I have to hold on to this hurt? Why do I have to hold on to this disappointment and betrayal so hard? What am I going to benefit from it? I'm going to tell you a story. Many years ago, someone that I know, I have a very, very close and cordial relationship with. We normally visit the house. It's a house I should visit. So it's not like, the Bible says, seldom go to your neighbor's house, lest he becomes weary of you and hate you. But right from time, it has been a relationship where you didn't make a choice to be there. You have to be in that relationship. Just like a relationship between father, son, mother, daughter. And then one of the days I came to the house, she was not around. It was just her children. They are adult children, by the way, but they are men. So and I went into the house. I quickly fixed her room for her, fixed every other place, and then, I found something in the house. I put it on the fire and asked one of the guys to just look after that food on the fire while I left. 2 days later, around 11 p.m., there was a knock on our door. I had already gone to sleep. And my husband was like, how come people are coming this late? It was this woman and her entire children came to the house. And I was already sleeping, 11 p.m. at night. And my husband came to call me because it was somebody I should come to talk to, like I told you. So, and then before I came out, they had already told my husband something. And he thought it in another way. So when I came, immediately I sat down. My husband said, something was stolen. They stole from so-and-so person. He was referring to this lady. And out of shock, I was like, wow, you mean armed robbers came to so-and-so person's house? But the look every other person gave to me showed me that no, like we're not all on the same page. And from nowhere, this woman told my husband, said, take your wife into the room and ask her what she took from my wardrobe. At that point, I was shocked. I remembered that I had fixed her room and now I'm being accused of something missing. This is somebody I've already at that time had like 5 years relationship with, and nothing has ever been taken from her. But at that moment, a wave came and I just looked and I asked one of her younger daughters that came with her, I said, the other day you people went to so-and-so person's wardrobe to go and look for things. Did you people arrange it? You and so-and-so person, did you people arrange it? And she said, no. So Instead of this lady saying, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't know that it wasn't you that went to the wardrobe and all that. What she did was that she stood up and said, okay, if you say you didn't take anything, I leave it to God. You know, a lot of things. I don't want to make it so long. She left. My husband wanted to protest, and I said no. I said, no, what kind of embarrassment is that? I said, I'm not embarrassed. But you know why? Because at that particular moment, I was happy that I was vindicated. So I thought it was all over. But after that night, that was where my resentment started. It took 8 months for me to come to this place where I can tell you now that forgiveness is freedom. Month after month, the hatred that I had for these people, the entire people, because I was like, you come to my house by 11 p.m. as though you heard I'm traveling out of the country. You can even come the next day, even if you are too sure I took something from you. I wasn't disappearing into thin air. And then, you know, for all of the good works I did for you, all you could think of is to come and accuse me of something. And when you found out that I was not the one responsible for scattering your wardrobe, you couldn't say you are sorry. Every single day I woke up to pray. Every single day I walked the streets. Something inside me tells me, forgive. I start crying. Why should I forgive someone who isn't even sorry? Why should I forgive? This is unfair to ask me to forgive. You know, this lingered for 8 months. It was so bad that I didn't want to hear their name. I didn't want to have them in my phone, their numbers on my phone. It was a lot. It was a lot for me. If you have ever been accused of something you are innocent of, or maybe you can understand what I'm talking about. But one day came, I opened a book randomly and I just saw, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. Why? Because it's like releasing someone from a cage, and then the person walks out, and you release. You said it's like opening a cage. You release someone from that cage, and as you're walking, you turn back and found out that the person you just released from that cage is yourself. That hits me so hard. So you see, when you choose to stay on that hurt, on that pain, on that resentment, on that the feeling that the betrayal is given to you, you are bound. You are bound, not the other person. So today, for you to be able to shine your light, you must gift yourself forgiveness at all times. Sometimes this forgiveness is something, there's something called self-forgiveness. Sometimes it's yourself that you're even angry with. You're angry, why didn't I do this yesterday this way? Why didn't I reply this person this so and so way? Why didn't I do this and the other? Why didn't I do that? That might be the reason why you are in that place. If it is yourself you need to let go, let yourself go. If it is a gift you have to give yourself, letting go of the other person, do it for yourself, so that you can have healthier relationships, so that you can have emotional freedom, so that you can be well mentally and physically. So today, never you forget that you need, I don't know who has hurt you. I don't know who you feel so disappointed in right now, but can you just let yourself go by letting go of that person's actions towards you? Remember, forgiveness is freedom.